Welcome to the Code Update Rodeo. Thank you for joining us today. Building Bastrop was launched 9 months ago with the goal of streamlining our development process and creating fiscally sustainable standards for future projects. City Council initiated the holistic reform of our land use regulations in response to our community's needs. We know Bastrop is a great place to live and work, and more people have come to that same conclusion and want to move here. We recognize growth is going to occur regardless of what we do, but the Building Bastrop initiative is about proactively managing growth rather than letting that growth control us. Building Bastrop strives to honor our authentic past while planning for our sustainable future. The policy statement, unanimously approved by City Council, directed staff to create a fiscally sustainable community through land use regulations that are authentic Bastrop and geographically sensitive. In these last months, city staff and our consultants have completed an in-depth analysis of downtown Bastrop's DNA, what we love most about Bastrop. We've also conducted an extensive evaluation of our current development codes. We made a promise to be open and transparent throughout this process. In addition to providing regular updates at City Council meetings, we've held multiple community engagement opportunities to answer questions and collect feedback about what everyone loves about Bastrop today and what you want to see moving forward. Through 3 previous rodeos, 2 open houses, 2 community tours, and multiple one-on-one meetings with developers and residents, we've heard about what matters in Bastrop. Today, you'll see the output of what we've learned from the community in the draft components of our new development regulations. What you see and discuss today will be finalized later this month and shared with our Planning and Zoning Commission for their review. Building Bastrop is a community effort, and we want everyone to have a voice in the process. We invite you to visit each station, learn more about the updates that are being proposed, ask questions, and share your input. These discussions will ultimately lead to the adoption of new land use regulations, which will impact our community for decades to come. This is your city government taking action, and we have Bastrop's long-term interest at heart. The only way to keep the Bastrop we know and love is to control our own destiny. Thank you again for taking time to join us today as we build Bastrop together.
With Bastrop's unique history, geography, and culture, we understand creating development tools governing the community needed to be equally as unique. In order to capture the uniqueness or authenticity of Bastrop, it was necessary to study the existing built and natural environment to fully understand the way Bastrop was created. After extracting the DNA of Bastrop, analyzing the existing codes, plans, and developments, we went to the community to find out what they expected. We determined that the one-size-fits-all codes currently regulating the city could be replaced with character districts, place types, and street types which tie back to the history of the area. Development under the new code will be geographically sensitive and use standards that correspond back to authentically Bastrop. Upon completion of the extensive studies and heavily engaged public engagement process, we're certain the community provided enough insight to create the Bastrop Building Block Code, what we're calling B3. B3 is a holistic code. It encompasses development, streets, parks, preservation, and building rules all in one document. The B3 is a user-friendly document that explains concepts through graphics and text. B3 code leads to fiscal sustainable developments, a walkable environment, and supports authentic Bastrop. With B3, Bastrop will not become anywhere America, but will have identifiable charm which resonates with the community. The outcomes of the development under B3 will be clearly different than the codes on the books today. The level of coordination and input that went into the code allowed for the code to achieve the predictability the community likes to see and the flexibility the development community expected. Again, all while maintaining authentically Bastrop. It is with great enthusiasm that on May 24th, our team will be delivering the first public review draft of the B3 code to the city. The next steps of the process will be shared as we progress through this effort. Please stay engaged with Building Bastrop. Thank you.
Building Bastrop has been an incredible journey over the last 9 months for the Planning and Development Department. Our team has worked diligently to respond to the wishes of the community. We have gone to great lengths to capture as much feedback as we can from our residents and the development community. We have had several open houses and code rodeos where we have literally sat down at the table with our stakeholders and just listened to the input. The information we received from those meetings was then directly translated into the new codes. From a professional standpoint, working on building Bastrop codes has been a very rewarding experience. Council charged staff and our consultants with creating new development regulations that are fiscally sustainable, geographically sensitive, and authentic Bastrop. That bold vision gave us an opportunity to work on something that is truly one of a kind. Typically, cities borrow codes from other cities and slap their name on it and call it a day. Taking a time to dissect every ordinance from parking to lighting to nuisances has been challenging and required exhausting amounts of research, but it's been one of the more rewarding journeys that we've taken as a staff. We feel that the new codes will streamline our processes and will give some much needed clarity to our development regulations. These codes will provide both predictability and flexibility, both which were desires from our stakeholder input. We look forward to continue working with the community and finish this journey in the upcoming months.